What do I do here?
I'm just going to ask you questions. Hello, I'm sitting here with Father John Paul at Casa Maria and at the Shrine of the Blessed Sacrament, Mother Angelica's place. Father,
Castle San Miguel.
Castle San Miguel. I'm sorry. It's been a long couple of days.
That's all right.
So, Father, now, are you permanently stationed here, or do you come here from the other monastery as servicing to the nuns and so forth on occasion?
Sure. The friars are stationed here, and we take terms. So, I was just stationed here right after Mother Angelica died in April. Mm-hmm. And I've been here since then, and I'm on a 3-year term up here. So basically a lot of us are down in Irondale. Mm-hmm. So some of us are up here serving the needs of the shrine and the sisters.
So you rotate every couple of years, one of you comes over to minister,
two of us
at a time?
Yeah, 2 of us are up here now, Father Pascal and myself.
Now, is it, it's one thing if you're a parish priest, you're dealing with a large congregation, and sometimes you have a congregation that's an urban congregation or a rural congregation. Your congregation is twofold. It's transient people like us, sure, and it's cloistered nuns. That must be an odd congregation to try and preach to. I mean, if they're praying all day, how do you instruct them, people who spend their time in prayer and study all day?
Sure, that's a good question. I would just say preach the gospel. I mean, I do the same thing when I go out to the parish. I really don't preach any different. A lot of the times when I'm preparing my homilies, I'm asking the Lord, okay, what do you want me to say? Especially when we minister through the television, radio, and internet, mm-hmm, we don't get to see the millions of people that are watching. Our parish is not just down at EWTN, just a little congregation, mm-hmm, of sometimes 15, 20 people in the congregation, but our parish is many people that are shut-ins, people that are in hospitals, people that are listening on their way to work, workers, people at work tuning in through internet, radio, television. So I guess in our community we have to learn to do that. We have to learn to preach to a vast amount of people, not necessarily a parish family.
It's funny you said what you said about shut-ins, because I was reading an article recently about how these days, because the function the church used to do would be to bring community to people who were shut in, and that the society's not doing a good job of it. But in a very real way, that is one of the functions of EWTN. The people who either cannot get to Mass or are not well enough to get to Mass or are alone, they're not alone because you've become their family.
I agree with you. I think that Mother Angelica, when she used to say to people into the camera, she used to say, "Hello, family," good evening, we're going to talk about Jesus. She meant it. When Mother Angelica looked into a camera, she had to envision people in a living room. She had to envision people in a hospital. She had to envision people in a nursing home, talking to them, talking directly to them, what they're going through at that specific time. So when I do my preparation sometimes for homilies, and I'm preaching on television especially, I'm thinking a lot about people in nursing homes, people in hospitals that maybe they feel like they're not a part of the church because they can't go to church every day like they used to, or even every week like they used to. But I always like to think that EWTN helps them to feel like they're a part of the universal.
Is it an odd thing to be recognized? Because so many of that family, when people come here, they will recognize you from TV, and sure, and in their minds they know you. And of course, you haven't seen them because you can't see through the other side. Mm-hmm. That must be a challenge.
It is,
especially if you've had a tough day, because people forget priests are people, and they have tough days like anybody else.
It is. They come up to us and just like they know us, and they're looking at us. Almost, just like some of my best friends back home, or my mother, is looking at me, talking to me. Somebody that I don't know is looking at me, kind of giving me that same type of attention. So, we have to be aware of that, and sometimes it is it's not. I don't want to say it's a burden at all. I think it's a blessing. I think it's a great blessing that Mother Angelica founded this network that brings so many people together. Because I've met people from all around the world. I've been in Rome. I've been in Australia. I've been in Greece, and I mean, to be in those places and have people recognize you and know your name and all about you, and call you from all the way across the streets. In the Holy Land, you're walking in the Holy Land in Jerusalem, Nazareth, and somebody come up to me in Nazareth and say, "Father John Paul."
That's got to be so strange. I mean, you talk about celebrity these days, and it's as if I remember Glenn Reynolds described being a very popular blogger as being like a champion bowler. In certain places you're very popular, but everywhere else you can walk normally. And it's sort of got to be the same to you, where not everybody gets excited when they see you, but there are people in the crowd who suddenly, oh, you know what that is? And other people must be saying, who is this person? Should I know who this person is?
Sure. Yeah, there's some. Yeah, it's really a blessing. Obviously, you don't let it get to your head.
Because that's the trap.
You don't let it get to your head. You just say praise God for what Mother Angelica has started and created, and she founded our community to participate in that. And sometimes you just have to almost laugh about it.
Well, Father John Paul, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. God bless you.
God bless.